Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your November Astrological overview. If I had to summarize November, I might say it's a month of secrets, dreams, letting go, and resolving the past. The reason I say this is that Mercury is going to be retrograde most of the month in the sign of Scorpio. If you watch these videos every month, you may have heard about this last month. Mercury officially stationed retrograde on October 31st, Halloween, and it will station direct November 20th. But there's a shadow phase that can extend as late as December 7th. So if you have a big decision on your mind, I would recommend waiting until after December 7th to be sure you're really clear about what you want. Mercury rules our mind, our thinking process. When it's in retrograde, sometimes there's just some confusion related to that. What Mercury retrograde times are really great for is finishing what you've started. If you have anything that you've been wanting to put a wrap on, creative projects, personal projects, work projects, this is the time. Because once we clear the shadow December 7th, there is a lot of forward moving energy that we need to capitalize in the end of this year and the beginning of 2020. So keep that in mind. With Mercury retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, relationships are a big theme. Now, I don't want to worry anyone about exes popping up, but this can happen, and you've got to see it as an opportunity to reconnect, to gain closure. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you will reunite with an ex, but that part is yet to be seen. What the main energy of Mercury retrograde in Scorpio indicates is that there's unfinished business, and you kind of have to dig through the past and look at things you didn't want to look at. And once you do, it's easier to let things go so that you can move forward when the time is right. We've got the sun in the sign of Scorpio through the 21st. This is going to lend support for team efforts, partnership activities, business ventures, especially anything to do with shared finance. And as long as you're building on what you've started, it's very productive. You just won't be able to push new ideas through. On the 22nd, the sun will move into the sign of Sagittarius. This is a much lighter energy. Sagittarius is a fire sign associated with optimism. After this date, we will have officially had Mercury station direct. Remember, that happens on the 20th. So there will be a bit of a flow as we conclude the month. And it can be a great time to kind of plan your next adventure. And then next month, you'll really feel ready to take some new steps. On the 12th, we've got the full moon in the sign of Taurus. This is a great time to reap the rewards for your hard work. Taurus is an earth sign that has to do with diligence, sticking to it, and nurturing what you really want in your life. So when we get this Taurus full moon, it's really a time to harvest everything that we've been working towards and look to see what further resources we might need if we don't have everything we want right now, and adjust our strategy so that we can accomplish what we want. Saturn and Pluto are going to be moving forward this month. Both of these powerful planets are moving forward in the sign of Capricorn, heading towards a powerful, rare conjunction that will be exact on January 12th, 2020. But between now and then, we're going to still be feeling it. They're within a few degrees of each other. This combined energy is all about claiming our personal power. One way to do that Pluto supports is letting go of thinking, ways of thinking that don't serve us, letting go of the need to please everyone all the time, letting go of the need to think that you have to do everything necessary to please people at your work. These kind of things. Now, it is about stepping up and taking responsibility. The planet Saturn really wants us to do that. So it's not as if you're just going to tell everyone, sorry, I'm doing my own thing, but claiming your authority by stepping up and saying, this is what I will and won't do. This is what I'm good at. This is what I need to be valued for. All these things are really powerful themes. Now, what will help us in this is a Saturn-Neptune sextile that's present all month. Sextiles are one of the minor aspects in astrology. They are a useful aspect. A sextile really helps the energy flow. This combination of practical Saturn and creative Neptune really helps creative ideas take shape. So I'm especially putting a call out to artists and other creative types to maximize November to develop your ideas. Now, I was saying this Mercury retrograde, you got to finish what you started. Well, especially if you're a creative person, I think you can bring a personal vision closer to completion as long as it's already been in progress. Now, the new moon on the 26th is in the sign of Sagittarius. At this point, we're not that far from Mercury clearing the shadow of its retrograde. It's a really good seed planting new moon. And Sagittarius rules all things adventure, travel, education. Think about foreign travel in particular with Sagittarius. So if you've got goals related to these themes, to learning something new, maybe even to teaching, set these intentions at the 26th new moon. I hope you have a wonderful month of November, and I will see you back here with your astrological overview next month.